Okay, I had to take a memory dump. The SD card reached its capacity again, and I called it just almost right on the button. And I'm going to try to brush a little bit more, finish a little bit more what I had to say about the third commanded app, and it's the work release dead end, beating a dead horse, doggy day career. All right, it's a vital app for the fourth one. It's a requisite in order for the fourth one to actually sustain, and that is a bubblegum, diamond, a dozen, cat and mouse love. We all know love is conditional, and those who don't want to believe love is conditional is because they want to continuously have their cognitive dissonance blinders on and believe that somehow their love is unique and it passes the odds of failure. Their love is unique. You know, it's something they're doing is special. I mean, what monogamous couple doesn't think that their relationship is special, unique, and out of this world? It's the exception. I'm the exception. I'm special. And that, of course, that love needs to require your behavior to meet specified specifications, qualifications, requirements. And one of those is you got to make sure your doggy day career is a reputable and honorable and understood course of livelihood. You know, that choice, those career paths, doggy day career paths, need to be aligned with what is considered a match made in heaven, right? Oh, he goes and does this for a living. He does. Oh yeah, he makes this amount of money. We don't need very much. You know, that's the buffer. We don't need very much, but we make do with what we have. We're happy. We got look at our castle. Look at our mansion. It's great. But that person who goes to that doggy day career every day is probably looking at that doggy day career as an escape from that castle, from that white picket castle. That very fortunate paradise that they molded for themselves. That person is probably escaping and saying, God, at least I'm not there. But when that person is at the doggy day career, you know, being very obedient to their masters, they dread being there, but they also dread coming back. So it's kind of like, which one do they go to and take their mind off of the other? If they're at the doggy day career, not thinking about their in captivity nuptial arrangement, but when they're in their in captivity nuptial arrangement, they're thinking about their doggy day career. I mean, call me a cynic, but I believe that is just another distraction. A distraction from what? A distraction from your captivity. You're encaged, you're enslaved, and you're at the mercy, at the complete mercy of greed. The mercy that you're begging for is from those who have more property than you. You're hoping, you're begging, you're pleading on your knees, please don't chop my head off. Please don't. Please keep me aboard your ship. Please. I won't mutinize. I won't. Just don't put me on the plank. Please. Don't humiliate me. Please, I beg with you, all my heart. Please don't do this. And that's their doggy day career. They're jumping through hoops. They're playing dead. They're doing all these things. And why? Because one of the reasons why is because, one, they can't afford it, right? I gotta eat, right? My kids need to eat. Oh, I need to pay my bills. And more importantly, the woman or the male or other your spouse relationship is in, they're probably going to require you to be that way. They're probably going to demand that you behave in a doggy day career manner. I mean, she or he does. And if she or he doesn't, then she or he is going to damn sure make sure you do. They don't. You better be pulling in some type of income because they need to continue to pay for this castle of glass. House of cards, I mean, more likely. But a diamond a dozen, cat and mouse love. The cat being the bridegroom, and the mouse being the house mistress. Look up those two words. The house mistress is going to be making sure that she allocates her resources sporadically and amongst each other in a way, even including the children. Well, mostly the children. She's got to raise those children to be obedient like she was obedient, or he was obedient. And you got to make sure you behave yourself accordingly, because I'm not going to have no children that's going to get out there and embarrass my good name. That type of love, I mean, what does that love include? Well, like I mentioned, obedience to each other, and more importantly, those who are in power have the property. The for-profit J.P. Morgan Chase profiteers, they're going to make sure that you guys keep yourself busy. And how do you keep each other busy? You got to constantly always make her happy, right? You always got to continuously make sure you remember the anniversaries. You got to get her the gifts. You got to go on the honeymoons. You got to go and make sure you get her flowers, and you got to make sure, you got to do all these things. You got to ensure that she is satisfied, and likewise, she has to make sure and this is just the conventional monogamous love, not including the same sex, but the same sex is any different. They take on the roles of, hey, you got to make sure you pamper me with your love, affection, admiration, and in return, I'll make sure I do the dishes, and in return, I'll make sure I keep the place spick and span. However it is, whatever the arrangement is, you're going to keep yourself busy with all these activities and chores and maintenance. All of this stuff keeps your mind off of more important issues. That's called marginalization. What's your more important issues? Things that directly impact you. Legislation, trade, business, all these things that are done that are going to include somehow your blood, sweat, and tears. You're going to be affected by those decisions. And even if you're not, well, how come you're not even socially involved? How come you're not? You're focusing on this castle, this little mansion that has a nice little personality, and it's an extension of your personality. Oh, it's a reflection of who I am. Look how responsible. I keep this place clean. Oh, look, I trim my hedges, and I make sure those bushes make sure they fit my personality. I'm a clean-shaved person, therefore my bush is going to be clean-shaved. Look at my grass. It looks like astroturf. Look how perfect it is. It's got the sprinklers on and everything. You got to make sure you stay focused on that. You're not going to be focused on too much else, because what happens? That one year you don't. Oh, everybody's going to you're going to remember how you fell from grace. Oh, you maintain everything. Oh, there must be something problematic for you. There's something you must be doing wrong. You got to maintain. You got to make sure you maintain that every year, just like a marriage, just like a union, just like whatever they want to call it. Whatever it is, it's still just it's a distraction. It's a blinder. It's maintenance. You always have to continuously maintain the appearance that you don't have a failed marriage, that you love your spouse, that this facade, what is it doing for you? It's making you more anxious, stressed, nervous, pathological. For all you know, you're just a ticking time bomb. And why? Well, what about there is true love out there. It's not what we call love. It's just called compatibility, or it's called chemistry. Chemistry, pretty much, you have a chemistry relationship with somebody else, but you don't have to have it with just one. You can have it with many.